Assalamu alaikum learners, and welcome back to another lesson of science. Our today's topic is absorbent materials. You can refer to your science topic book page 12 and 13. Today is Wednesday 19th of November 2020. The value of the month is respect, the way of treating or thinking about something or someone. In this lesson, you will be able to learn to identify uses of absorbent materials and describe the uses of absorbent material. Let's have a look at our keywords. Number 1 is absorbent, number 2 soak, number 3 sponge. Let's review what we have studied earlier. What are the thermochromic materials and why do they change color? Can you remember? Look at the pictures below. Recall and list some precious materials. What are absorbent materials? An absorbent material is a material which can soak up liquid like water, oil, or juices. Do you know some other liquids? What materials do you think are absorbent and why? Think for a moment. You can pause the video and take your time. Let's have a look at this. If you spill a drink on the carpet, what would happen? Of course, the carpet will get wet. But where does that drink vanishes? Where does it go if you spill it on the carpet? Yes, it's absorbed by the carpet, isn't it? Why? Why carpet is absorbing it? Is it an absorbent material? Yes, you're right. Carpet is an absorbent material. That's why it absorbs the water. If you put a sponge in the bathtub, what do you think what will happen? It gets wet? Yes, it soaks up water as much as the capacity it has. Any material that is made of materials like that are absorbent, for example, tissue papers, sponges, or carpets, they all can soak up water. They all are termed as absorbent materials. Can you think of some other absorbent materials? Which materials are absorbent here? Have a look at the pictures. On number 1, we have foil. What do you think? No, it's not an absorbent material. Let's have a look at sponge. Yes, sponge is an absorbent material. What about cotton wool? Let's check. Oh yes, it's an absorbent material as well. Fabric, a towel. We usually use it after bath or washing our hands to dry our body. Why do you think it's so good at drying? It's so good at drying our body because it can absorb the water or liquid. Plastic glass, can it absorb? No. What about the metal can? No, because these are not absorbent materials. Why do paper towels need to be absorbent? What do you think about this one, learners? They are absorbent so they can soak up the spilled liquid. Often we carry tissues with us in our pocket to clean up. Sometimes we spill coffee or a drink or water anywhere. So what do? We immediately pull out a piece of tissue paper and dry the place. What happens? Yes, it's all clean. The spill's all gone because tissue is one of the absorbent materials. Why does a bath mat need to be absorbent? Can you think about this question, learners? A bath mat is made of which material? Let's think about that first. Yes, you're right. It's made of a fabric material. And why it has to be absorbent? So that it can soak up the water when you step out of the bathtub, and it helps to stop the floor from getting wet and avoids accident at the same time. So it minimizes the risk of you to slip on the floor. It avoids the floor from getting slippery. Why does a towel need to be absorbent? so that it can soak up water and help to dry your body. So you can see fabrics are also one of the absorbent materials. Pick a card and challenge your brain. Here are your questions. List some different materials you can think are absorbent. Next one is, if you did not have a mop, how would you clean a spill? What other materials you can use? Last one, look around your school or house. What absorbent materials you can find? Here we have some experiment for you. Let's enjoy it. Collect all these materials. For this experiment, you will need a bowl of water, a thin washing sponge, and a plastic bag, a water bottle, and a piece of metal foil. What you're going to do is you're going to test the property of each and every material. Let's start with the foil paper. Put that foil paper in the water and observe what happens. Let's try with some other material. Now put your sponge in the water and see if it can absorb water. Let's go to the next one. Put the water bottle and plastic bag as well in the water and observe which of these can soak water. Test which materials are absorbent and which materials are not absorbent and discuss with your class your answers. Last one, once you are done with the activity, think about these questions. What changes you noticed when you took the sponge out of the water? What happened to the plastic bag, foil, and water bottle? Are they absorbent material as well? Name the properties of sponge. Enjoy this experiment and I'll see you next week with something exciting and new. Take care. Assalamu alaikum.